Hey guys, in this video I thought I'd talk a little bit about retirement in the Philippines and doing a trial run. Stick around. So what I mean by a trial run, guys, is I've recently met a lot of people who actually just maybe they've been here for a week, 2 week vacation, 3 weeks, a month, and they give it, it's more like a vacation. And then based on that, they just move out here. And now for me, I moved out here with a job, so it was a bit different. But I think if you're going to make the move out here permanently, then you really got to do a trial run. And I don't think a 2 week, 3, 4 week vacation is really going to give you a good idea of whether you want to live here or not. It does certainly help a little bit, but I think most people stick in vacation mode during a short visit like that, and everything's new and exciting, and you don't know really typically what costs are, because you're probably staying in a hotel, an Airbnb. You don't know what your electric bill is going to be. You don't have an idea of what your life is going to be like. Are there going to be dogs barking like you just heard back here? You don't know if you're going to have a neighbor who blasts karaoke all night. I mean, you just don't figure out a lot of these things. And again, this is something that annoys a lot of foreigners. It's annoying for me. I do kind of accept it and kind of get used to it a little bit as best as I can. But these are the things that you got to find out by moving here. Recently, I thought about doing this video because I have a good friend who came out here with that exact reasoning. He wanted to get out of vacation mode and give it a good trial run. And he came out here, I think he's been here since August. So we've got August, September, October. So basically he'll have been here 3 months. During just 3 months, he has figured out that he probably, honestly, doesn't want to live here. And that's okay. The Philippines is not for everyone. Just like for a Filipino who moves to Australia, the United States, the UK, or maybe someplace else, maybe that's not for them. Not every place matches up with every individual. For him, it was a matter of organization, some pollution, and just dogs barking, just a variety of different things. Now, he is staying in an Airbnb, and in that Airbnb, I don't think he's really getting a really good sense of how it would be, because you're not in your real environment of where you would actually be if you were living here, right? Perhaps he could find a place that was a little less away from traffic and noise and maybe some pollution, maybe up in the mountains in Valencia. But again, that's why these trial runs are extremely important. So luckily, he smartly did not give up his job. I think he did like a kind of a leave of absence. He didn't sell any of his possessions. He maintained his home. He didn't do anything that would totally change his lifestyle back in Australia or in the West. And he did that because he really did want to give this a good trial run before just getting rid of everything. Now, he had been to the Philippines, I believe, a few times before, but it was more like a vacation. Couple weeks, maybe a month, and when you come out here for that short period of time, it's exciting. Everything's new. You're like a kid, everything's new and exciting. There's beautiful girls here, you're trying new foods, you're going to new destinations. Everything is just wow, look at this, look at that, look at this waterfall, look at this beach. And those things do wear off, just like in a new relationship. You get the honeymoon period. Well, when you move someplace, it's kind of the honeymoon period. Everything's new. You're going here and there, and everything's brand new. It's exciting. But once you've lived here, for example, I've been living now in Dumaguete. This is the second time around, 7 months or so. And again, it was exciting when I came back. I was like, oh, look at all these new places that I hadn't been to, and I keep discovering new places and new places to go, and I'm very content and happy with my life now. But I wasn't always so. It took some time. When I first moved to Cebu, I went through the same thing. I went through that honeymoon phase where it was just so exciting. I was just mesmerized by, oh, look at all these beautiful women, and God, this waterfall, I've never seen anything like it, and the beach, and it was just night and day difference from what I was used to in the West. I would say probably, I want to say around 4 to 6 months or so, it did start to wear off. And then I started to get irritated by some things that didn't irritate me at first. I think I almost kind of laughed at it, the out of stock. You drive at night and nobody's got their lights on their motorbike, and I shouldn't say nobody, but a lot of you'll run into a lot of motorbikes who don't have lights on. Sometimes things don't, you just don't know how they even run because it's so unorganized. And I actually went through a little period of frustration where I started to second guess myself and say, is this place really for me? Is this really what I want? But at that point, I had already sold everything, got rid of my car, got rid of my apartment in the West. And at a certain point, you get rid of your house, you get rid of your vehicle, you get rid of, this and that, and your possessions, all my winter clothes. For a lot of people to make a move back to the West, once you've given up your life there and kind of gotten rid of your old life, it is extremely expensive. It is, you can come out to the Philippines with a couple $1,000s, really, and get established. You can go and move into a fully furnished apartment. You can, rent out a motorbike. You can put your deposit, first month's rent. Go and do a month's of, go and do a grocery shopping, and really you're already established and you're living okay here. Try doing that in the West. Try moving back to the West after you've been here a year, 6 months, and you've already gotten rid of everything. To get yourself established again, to get a vehicle, to go get an apartment, the amount of the deposit and the first month's rent. You're probably gonna. I can't even hardly guess, but I'm guessing maybe 10, 15,000 to get yourself established again, unless maybe you have relatives you can move right in with and mooch off of them for a while. I don't, but maybe some people do. So again, very important to make sure you come out here. And I know some people will say, I've been out here 5 times. I know I want to live here. But maybe the 5 times they've only been out like 2 weeks at a time or even 1 month at a time. And every time you come out, it's going to be kind of exciting. You don't really know what life is going to be totally like until you are living in a little neighborhood for a while. You know what your electric bill, what power outages are going to be like. Your internet goes out. What your neighbors are like, playing karaoke at all hours, dogs barking in the background. You've got to test it out and really know for sure. Now, I didn't really have that opportunity because I came here with the job. It was just kind of, okay, let's go, let's do this. I wasn't coming out here retired, but I can tell you this: if I was at age 62 or so and coming out here as a retired person, I certainly would have came out here and did a trial run of it. I would say minimum 4 to 6 months or so, and kind of maybe get into a short-term lease and really see what life is really like. Really kind of get established into the neighborhood and just see what your life is going to be like. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, that just doesn't cut it. Even multiple trips, because you come out here, everything's new, fresh. It's really the honeymoon. And again, I equate it to a new relationship. You know, you got that honeymoon phase where everything's new and exciting and lovey-dovey, but after a certain amount of time, the honeymoon wears off, and then what you have is, you know, the reality. Do you really love each other? Well, same thing here. Do you really love the Philippines? Is it still for you? You know, me personally, I still love it here. I do. My eventual plans with Maya are to probably live part-time, maybe in Malaysia. But that's one of the reasons we're going in November, to see how she likes it. Maybe we'll live there 3 months out of the year. I don't know. We shall see. It's a period of exploration for both of us, so we're just going to kind of travel around and see what we like. And maybe just have this as a home base and live here 3/4 of the time. Sometimes it's nice to really nice to live here, and just maybe once a year, just get out for a little bit, kind of reset the clock, or re-energize yourself, you know, and come back with fresh eyes again. So, anyway, food for thought. What do you guys think? Did you guys do this if you are living here now? Did you come out and do a trial period? Did you just move out and hope everything works out? Or, you know, let me know down in the comments. See you guys next time. Bye.